Hello, 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 and welcome to a playthrough of Dark Souls, everybody. Well, Dark Souls 2, to be more precise. Yes. So, I know what you're thinking. A playthrough of Dark Souls 2 in 2024? What are the... Wow, that's crazy. Oh, man. But there are a few things to get into about why I'm doing this and, well, why I'm doing this. To be specific, this is not, as the title may have implied, this is this is not a blind playthrough. This is my first playthrough. Because I have played through Dark Souls 2 quite a bit and beaten it a few times. However, I have never played through Scholar of the First Sin, the sort of remaster remix. And I am unfamiliar with it and its changes. Well, mostly. There are some things I'm aware of, and unfortunately, I have already played through about 3 hours. I already have a character with 3 hours on it in the game, but that only covers the Forest of Giants and Hade's Tower of Flame. So other than those areas, I am still going to be blind to all of the changes that will befall me come this playthrough. But yeah, that's about it. I decided I wanted to play through it, and I decided, what the hell, I'll record it. So let's go ahead and start a new game and get right into things, shall we?
Perhaps you've seen it.
Now,
maybe in a dream.
Not to talk over the opening cutscene, but
forgotten land.
I have a complicated relationship with Dark Souls 2 in the best of times. It is a game that I don't necessarily enjoy very much. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why have you played through it multiple times and beaten it several times if you don't like it very much? Well, I don't know.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
But I just realized the volume is far too high. Fuck.
You will lose
Well,
everything.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this opening in that case. I just realized the volume is higher than it should be, so
the symbol
sorry.
of the curse.
But getting back on topic.
An augur of darkness.
I
your
am aware
past,
of the
your future.
There
your
are people that
very
believe this
light.
game is better than the OG, and there are people that think this is worse than the OG. That's really one of the reasons I'm doing
will
this.
have meaning,
Is
and
that
you won't even care. By then, you'll be something
I'd like to see if
other
this
than
will
human.
fix any of my issues with
A thing that feeds
the
on souls.
vanilla
hollow.
Dark Souls 2. I'm not sure it will, but we'll see.
Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north,
I will say,
a great king
I do
built a
very
great
much
kingdom.
enjoy this opening
I
cutscene.
believe they called it.
It's one of the things that
Drangleic.
I've always really enjoyed about Dark Souls 2.
Perhaps you're familiar.
I like
No, how
the
could you be?
It looks really nice. It still looks really nice to this day, to be
But
really honest.
one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate.
I suppose you
without
could say
really
it's
knowing why.
An image of things that could have been when it comes to this game's development, but you know. Oh yes, I have forgotten. I sort of explained why I'm doing this, but I haven't explained what I'm doing, and that is to say that I'm going to be playing through this whole experience, including the DLC and as much of the game as I can do on a first playthrough. The volume is far too high. You can probably barely hear me. Really, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have to fix this in post.
Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Yes. The curse of the undead. Being brought to the extra-dimensional, maybe, plane of
For
existence that is
Is
Drangleic.
your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Getting back to what I was saying before I got distracted by how loud the game was, which I can't fix because Dark Souls 2 is terribly optimized, and it completely has removed my mouse, so I can't fucking fix it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So yes, I'm going to be completing as much of this game as possible, including the DLC, just to see what has and hasn't been changed throughout the experience. Because like I said, I am blind to this version of the game, basically. But yes. Waking up in not Majula, things betwixt. But yeah, alright, now I can fix the volume. Hopefully that wasn't too bad on the recording end. It probably was. Well, there's always fixing in post. Well, regardless. Let's just fucking get through this opening. But yeah, things betwixt. A weird place for the series, to be perfectly honest. I've always... yeah, it's really weird to me. I've always kind of assumed that it... I mean, there's clearly an arch tree there, so there might be some implication lore-wise for that. I don't remember. I'm not gonna do anything stupid over here. I went over here. I didn't have any reason to. Well, whatever. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah, the movement. What? Getting reused to the somewhat janky movement of Dark Souls 2. But it's nothing too bad. I do enjoy some parts of this game. It's just, yeah. We'll see as we go.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my,
Your face.
the face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you.
Oh, really?
You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
Yeah, the Emerald Herald. I spoke to her. The Emerald Herald in the future.
You'll go.
Man, there's so much weird time shenanigans with this game.
Yes. You'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon them. Feast upon their souls.
I'm aware of that, but
This is the fate of the curse.
yeah, I know. I'm fully aware of that. Fully aware.
What is your name?
I've always found this cutscene a little dubious, to be perfectly honest. My name? That's a fantastic question. What should I name myself? Well, obviously, I should name myself, Jerd. Yes, I am sure Jerd is correct.
At least you know your own name.
I guess I should be more specific when I say dubious. I'm just not a big fan of how sort of confrontational the cutscene is. Like especially after character creation where they're like, you'll lose your souls over and over again. You know, it's like, I feel like that, I don't like how confrontational the cutscene is because I feel like it plays into the marketing of the Souls series a little too much, which is something that I feel has hampered its overall reputation. Because they are difficult games, but I mean, you know, Prepare to Die edition, like the PC release of the game being called Prepare to Die, it's like, I feel like to some degree we'll just be a male. I feel like to some degree the sort of confrontational buff, why not? You know, I feel like it's hampered the game's sort of reputation. Which is, I don't know. It's not anybody's fault. It's not anybody's fault except for the marketing team, I guess. Yeah, just swiftly going through character creation. Something that's always super exciting for Soulsborne games, so, you know. Always exciting. Always, always exciting. It's everybody's favorite thing, in fact. It's crazy how exciting this is. Like, oh my goodness. Yes. I suppose I could do a... Wait, where do they do that? Oh, the random, right. Well, whatever. Oh yes, So, in terms of builds I'm going to be starting as a swordsman, and I'm going to be attempting to do a sort of quality build with higher dex, and maybe I'll dip my toes into magic. I'll probably end up doing a overall quality build that will be able to use whatever I want at any given time. But I will say, one of the best things about Dark Souls 2 is the weapon stancing system, so I will give the game that. Weapon stancing is very fun, and dual wielding is a fun mechanic, so that is what we will be going with. Might as well go punch right something so I can just trade right away. Is this my true self? Yes, of course it is.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think.
Yes.
Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
So funny. I'll
Go through the door.
trot along to the kingdom.
But remember,
Hold on to your souls. Yes.
they're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool
Yeah,
you
this
no
line.
longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Yeah. I'm just not a big fan of that particular line because of how it plays into the marketing of the games, but, you know, that's a personal opinion, so. Alright, we're almost done with the boring bit. I would talk to the NPCs, but I don't want... I'd rather you not skip the entire start of the video. So... we'll talk to you guys later, but I might as well talk to the maid keep at least once.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else else would you visit such a place? This
Uh,
lost, decayed kingdom.
because the Emerald Herald told me to come here. That's why. That's why, obviously. So yeah, this has taken longer than I had wanted it to. But you know, that's all fine and dandy, really. I will be doing things betwixt to collect some of the items. You know, I feel, you know, also to see what is different and what isn't. Mind you, like I said, I have already played through some of the start of the game, so none of this is new. I hope that's not too loud. Why does it sound loud? I'm very sorry about this. So unprofessional. So unprofessional. God, what is wrong with me? I'm good at this. Yes. Continuing to talk. The dagger! The broken as all hell weapon. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Also, I will not be rebinding the jump button to circle because, honestly, I've found in recent years that keeping it on R3 is probably for the best when it comes to jumping in this game, which they make you do a surprising amount. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Trying to focus. Just, you know, speeding through this section. This isn't speeding through this section. So, yeah. And, since I'm here... Oh, I have a silky stone as well. Yes, I know. Ooh, wow, a Titanite slab. That's actually really lucky. No! Damn it! Alright, well, whatever. Accidentally used this small and silky stone instead of trading it, which is what I meant to do. But that's fine. There's always next time when it comes to Tylo and Dina. Tylo and Dina? Whatever they're called. I will point this out, however. I kind of understand why they did this, since the remix is not meant for new players. It's specifically a game. It's specifically designed to be harder for players that are already familiar with the game. But like putting the the Fragrant Branch of Your mechanic is kind of annoying in the base game. So the fact that they put more statues around the place, and especially one in literally the tutorial zone, which, by the way, that means that you don't get, tutorialize on how these fucking trees work. So if you're, and like I said, I am aware that this was not designed for new players, but I think it's a really stupid thing to do, to put a statue there and prevent you from learning about a key mechanic that, while isn't used very often, is a key mechanic. Wow, I activated a whole bunch of them somehow. Well, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But yeah. Now that we're fucking almost 20 minutes in, the start of the game shall commence! Yeah, feel free to skip. I mean, it's too late. I should have told you that earlier, really, but... we'll at least get through some more of the beginning. Yes. The binoculars. To see far-off distances and look at this incredibly pretty pre-rendered water as we enter Majula, which I really like as an area. I think well, it's definitely second, maybe third. I mean, there's only 3 if you're counting Dark Souls areas, but I like it a lot.
Or merely a pawn of fate. Bearer of the curse.
Bear seek
I will
lest.
remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king.
Estus Flask
He who
obtained.
made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick. Bearer of
You may
the
now
curse,
level up
seek
by the
misery,
power of the Emerald Herald.
for misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls.
Yes, it
You
will.
never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
Are you insulting me? Well, whatever. Let's talk to you one more time so I can finally
Seek
get the level up
those whose
prompt.
names are unutterable. The 4 endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
Sure thing, Bear seek lest lady.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way.
I wonder how many times collectively the Dark Souls community has heard these exact words over and over and over again. I mean, it's done enough that it's a fucking meme with the bear seek lest thing. Alright, I will not be talking to the Crestfallen because he has a shit ton of dialogue.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door.
Mind you, he does give you access to a covenant and a ring early on, but
Seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
oh, you. What is your name again? Varigan? No, that's not
I'm
right.
a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key.
Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Bring me that key. Chop, chop. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll fucking bring you a goddamn key. Everybody's so needy around here. Because tell you what, this place is such a freaking junk heap before I got here. I tell you what. Whoops. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to get used to that. I am playing on a PS4 controller, which means I'm unfortunately somewhat unfamiliar with the timing on jump attacks and guard breaks, unfortunately. So, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't screw me over too much in the future. We also will be going in as much of a linear fashion as the game will allow. That's level up. That's not what I wanted. Upgrade this flask, bish. That wasn't very funny, but it did make me laugh, so there's that at least. Alright, whoops. I don't have you on the bar yet. I mean, I guess I could be reading item descriptions. I don't think any of those were changed Well, I wouldn't really know, would I? Because I wouldn't know. So maybe I will read the item descriptions. Mind you, I don't really remember what they were in vanilla, so... I'm pretty sure that wasn't a rested coin, though. Originally. I mean, maybe it was. I don't quite remember. For items and item placement, I'll probably... It's a toss-up of whether it's new to me or not, but for enemy placement, I'm definitely going to remember. So, yeah. Sorry if the first few episodes of this are more boring than the rest, since I'm actually familiar with these beginning sections. But, yeah. Just going along. How did people die here? I mean, I know how they die, but it seems rather ridiculous if you ask me. I don't know. Well, I guess one of the first of the major differences is now there's a fucking ogre here. Thankfully, his aggro range is pretty small, so you're not really in any danger as long as you stay out of the water. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Where did you come from? Jesus. Whew. That genuinely startled me. I swear to Christ, if you aggro on me... Okay. I didn't expect that at all. Where was he? I mean, I know where he was. I just didn't expect him to aggro on me or something. I don't know. I'm having problems today. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why you gotta be this way? Why you gotta be this way today of all days? I also... Well... Jesus. That genuinely quite startled me. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a troll that they put the ogre here, but the fact that his aggro range is really small is at the very least fine. I believe his aggro range has been changed somewhat. The one who shoots the bow, because I usually remember him firing from much earlier. Frickin'... God, my depth perception with these weapons is terrible. Ooh, you're up now. Where did you two come from? They were on the ground somewhere. I think usually they aren't. Or maybe they are. This is terrible. Apparently, I'm just an idiot who can't remember anything. So, that's fun at least. So, there's also this section, which has been completely changed from the base game. Because now, all of the enemies, instead of roaming around, are on the ground, completely knocked out, and will get up when you get near them, or if you attack them. They've also switched out the... What the hell? For having played this game as much as I have, clearly I don't remember shit about it. I'm just focusing on talking instead of focusing on the game. But they've changed this guy. He used to be an arrow thrower, but they changed him for a bomb thrower. Well, I forgot that my jump button... Well, it's a good thing I didn't rebind it, because otherwise I would have made that jump. Man, I am just on fucking tip-top shape today. Oh yeah, they also got rid of the Haid Knight from here. Which I'm kind of disappointed about, because the fact that there was, like, you know, it's kind of like in how in Dark Souls 1, where they just put a Black Knight, put some Black Knights in the middle of the Undead Burg to fuck with you. So having a much stronger Haid Knight that will only attack you if you attack him early on is kind of fun. Also, I mean, we can argue about whether it makes sense in lore or not, but I am aware of the fact that the Haid Knights are now all in Haid. So maybe that makes sense. Maybe that makes more sense lore-wise, since they are called the Haid Knights, and presumably they're from Haid. Though, if I remember correctly, in their item description, it says something along the lines of them being, like, wandering knights. Like, after the fall of Haid, they, how the fuck? Oh, right. Completely forgot how to jump there for a second. What is going on? Is that I've never seen that before. Is that a glitch? That's really weird. Have I killed everybody here? I think so. But yes. Swiftly moving onwards from this. I do... whoa. That was a sentence. I'm fully aware of the lore of Dark Souls 2. Mostly, anyways. There are some things that I don't know about and are a little fuzzy on. And R is... I can't words right now. That I am a little fuzzy on is the actual word I was looking for. Ooh, my durability is pretty low. Get out of my way. Fucking boxes. Fucking boxes in my way all the time. God damn. But yes. Swiftly moving onwards. Whoops. Not talking about the game too much, but this section isn't any different. Still the bomb thrower and the 3 infantry soldiers. That's new, though. That bow infantry isn't usually supposed to be able to see you from there. What was that? What kind of leading shot was that? Fucking ninja sniper, goddamn. He literally fired into me. What a ridiculous shot. This guy used to be a... There it goes. This guy used to be a halberd soldier, but it was changed for a sword soldier. I mean, I have nothing interesting to comment about it. This is just what happened. Hello, Melentia. Anything. Come on, help an old woman and buy something. You got it. I'll buy something. I don't quite have enough. Well, I need Leningrast's key early on. Leningrast, also. That's what his name is. Forgot. Buying the Fragrant Branch and Ferrix Lockstone early on is also a good idea. Let's also just go ahead and waste the rest of my souls on some bombs.
My name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land.
Yes.
Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off.
Yeah.
Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants.
Across the sea.
Thanks.
Yep, lore on the giants, always fun to hear. I don't think I've ever heard that dialogue thing before. Go away, I'm trying to rest at the bonfire. But yes. Let's continue onward, shall we? And see what else has been changed here. This guy has... There's a sleeping knight over here instead of where he usually is, which is on this side. This guy is still a halberd knight, but he's been changed over here. And you're asleep. I don't recall if that was the case or not. I'm pretty sure he usually wakes up beforehand, but maybe I'm wrong about that particular one. Can't go in there until I beat the boss, the last giant. Pretty sure he used to wake up as you were passing through. Or maybe he still does, and I just know he's there, so I kill him. That's probably the case. They also, for some ungodly reason, have decided to put more explosive barrels up here, and this guy. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Well, great. I'm trying to make him explode, but I need him to be a little closer. Oh, what? Come on! Oh, shit! Oh. Just one of those days. I do believe they have less health than they usually do, which is, at the very least, nice, because it means they go down easier. Pursuer still happens up here, though they've decided to put a bunch of items as well to entice you to come up here. Also added a couple enemies up here as well. There he is. I'm not fighting you right now. Ooh, Jesus. A little close for comfort on that one. Not that I would have died, but... yeah, added some extra enemies and some items to pick up. Up here. For some reason. I mean, I get... it's more dangerous. That's for certain. I just... God damn, I'm very bad at the game today. This is less me experiencing... oh yeah, there's Estes Shard here now, I forgot. I guess it makes sense to move it earlier, but... I don't know. The fact that Estes Flash Shard locations have been changed kind of annoys me. Oh god! Oh, I really need to up my adaptability, apparently. Oh, adaptability. How I hate you. Yeet? So yeah. They've done a decent chunk of changes to the early game thus far. Yeah, so sorry. This isn't really me experiencing the early stuff. It's more me explaining what has been changed at this point. But I mean, I guess I could have just went from where I started, or where I ended, but then you wouldn't have gotten to see me play the beginning of the game. And where's the fun in that? Also, if you haven't played either the original Dark Souls or the original Dark Souls 2 or this, the amount of darkness. They made torches more quote-unquote valuable, so it's really frickin' dark all the time now. Which is interesting to say the least. But, yeah. Oh, wow. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Well, on that unceremonious... On that incredibly unceremonious death, we will be leaving it off for today. Sorry, it probably wasn't very interesting, and I didn't exactly experience anything new, but that's how it goes. So, see you all next time. Bye.